Welcome back, friends. Once again, we'd like to thank you for giving us your precious time in order to listen to the show. Also, keep sending us questions so that we can keep answering them with our amazing, flawless execution. And then also remember to keep sending us your feedback because we want what you want, a better show. Oh, all right, Dora, welcome back.
Hey, it's good to be
Uh,
back.
so I was reading a news report here. I don't know if you're interested in this, but
Obviously, I
obviously, do you want to know the title of the news report?
am. Dare I ask?
Farting passenger on airplane farts from New York to California.
Oh
So what do you think that is? A
no.
four hour flight, 4.5 maybe?
At least a 4 hour flight. Oh my
So
God.
the flight was going from New York to California when the passenger started to smell continuous farts from the person he was sitting next to. He did all he could to block out the odors, even put on a second COVID mask on top of the first one, but that still didn't prevent the smell from seeping through. Until finally he asked the passenger to go stand in the bathroom and get it all out.
Yeah, go take a shit, buddy. That I'd be like, go take a shit already. What are you doing?
To which the passenger denied the request and said that what he was doing was just a natural bodily function. The passenger then put his headphones back on and proceeded to fart all the way to California. That's it.
Oh man, I'd rather take like a flight full of crying babies
The,
than
the, the
that.
guy the guy goes on to social media to ask if what he said was wrong or what he did was wrong.
Oh,
And
am I the asshole that
yeah,
one?
yeah. So there's like 80% are saying no, the farting dude's a piece of shit. And the other 20% is
Absolutely.
saying, hey, the farting guy might have a medical problem where he's can't shit and he's just farting and you just got to deal with it. Which I mean, there's times I think I've had that medical problem, but I think being on an airplane would make it fucking horrendous.
Oh my God, it'd be so bad. Like, and let's just say if you had some pre-existing medical condition that required you to fart the shit out of everything,
Yeah.
wouldn't you like try to get like that charcoal tipped underwear? You know what I mean? Try
Wait,
to filter that shit out
the
a bit,
what?
or maybe drive. You
Wait,
know?
are you talking about an underwear I don't know about that like masks farting or filters it?
Well, that's the concept. Charcoal underwear. Look it up, man. It's the thing.
Okay,
Pretty sure I seen it on Wish.
do you think they sell it on like the airline magazine that what is it? They used to sell shit on airplanes in the
Oh
magazine?
shit. Yes.
Skyways? Was it Skyways?
Yeah, yeah. That well, they are now. Like they're like special feature this month.
That
Charcoal tipped underwear.
that's their go-to this month for sure.
Now offering scented clumping underwear.
I use charcoal toothpaste and I was like, wait, is that supposed to filter out smells? Or is that to make your shit white? Does the charcoal underwear make your shit white or does it filter out the smell?
I guess it depends on how deep you shove it in.
Hey, no,
Like
I'm
the
just
more the wedgie, the more the filtering power.
I need to buy more wedgie charcoal underwear, I guess. Not gonna lie. My
You're
farts
missing
don't
out.
my farts don't smell as good as I think they smell. Right?
Oh man, you know when you have the bad ones where you know yourself, you're like, oh, I'm a piece of shit. Oh, you're like
Well,
you feel bad about yourself. You're like,
yeah.
there goes my self esteem. Like you know that's what he was filling that fucking plane with. But some men, and I'm gonna say this, yes, is a sexist statement, and I stand by it. Men enjoy being stinky fucks sometimes.
I was
They
talking one
thrive in it. I'm just
I
saying.
was talking to one of my friends and he asked me, he's like, hey, when's the worst time to fart? Like when does it smell the worst? I'm like, shower. And he starts laughing
Shower.
and
It
he's like,
reverbs
oh
off the water.
yeah. He's like, oh my God, like I can't believe you said that. I'm like, why? Your farts don't smell in the shower? Mine smell like just putrid. Like I could fart not in the shower, and 5 minutes later in the shower one is fucking putrid. I don't know what the
Absolutely.
water or the steam. I think that the steam is rising and goes straight to your nose, or is it just
I swear to God, yes.
or does it change the formula of the gas fart? Right? I don't have
I
baths,
think it
so
just
I
adds to it. Like, so there's actual scientific fact.
yeah
Actual scientific fact. If it's a little bit cooler, fart hang time lasts forever. So if you like take a fart in the walk-in, farts last forever in the cold. You
I,
need some heat to dissipate that shit. I think the fart molecules ride the water molecules up into your face. So you get like double whammed, and then it's lining the inside of your nose. Oh.
okay, so last time we talked, we gave advice on I don't know,
So much
STDs,
stuff. Yeah, what?
mental health, colonization, and now we're giving expert advice on biology and chemistry.
Hey, answers to everything. Isn't that what the name of the show is?
Fair enough, answers for everything.
Fuck, here
Although
we are.
nobody asked any of these questions. Most people don't ask any questions, right? They don't want our answers. They don't want them. They don't need them. Well, I think some of them need them in their life because it would make their life
Yes.
better.
We're like the treasure seekers of knowledge, okay? Like, if we didn't unearth these nuggets, how would the public enjoy them,
Exactly. We just
right?
need to make this a more popular podcast so everybody understands what we're trying to
It's
do
just a public
for
service
them.
we're trying to provide here. We're here for you, everybody, the people.
Yeah.
Here for you, people.
With the airplane chat with about the guy farting. I have an airline thing, but it's not farting related.
Okay,
Uh,
okay.
I,
Are
I
you
I was
sure?
flying about a month ago, and my plane was late leaving Winnipeg to go to Toronto. So I originally was flying Edmonton to Winnipeg, Winnipeg to Halifax, Halifax to Glasgow.
Right.
When I landed in Winnipeg, I was trying to avoid Toronto with their baggage issues. I was trying to avoid it, right?
Yeah,
So
Pearson's a problem right now. Yeah.
yeah, so I picked a flight that didn't go there. And when I landed in Winnipeg, there was a gate change on my phone. So I went to the gate and I noticed that the gate change where I went to, the destination wasn't Halifax, it was Toronto. So I
Oh.
asked them, I go, "Hey, am I at the wrong gate?" And I showed them my boarding pass and they said, "No, like your flight from Halifax is now canceled. So now you're going Toronto to Glasgow." I'm
Well,
like,
I was going to ask why you didn't tell me you were in Halifax, but now I forgive you. You
"Yeah."
were.
And I was like, "All right, that's not a problem. Like that's not a problem at all. That's no big deal." She goes, "Yeah, so you just have to accept it in your app that you're accepting the vouchers we're going to give you." I go, "Vouchers?" I go, "Yeah, for the hotel." I was like, "Why do I need a hotel voucher?" And then I looked at my boarding time and I was having a 24-hour layover in Toronto. So I'm like,
No.
I was like, "No, that's not going to work for me." Like I have a hotel in Glasgow, I have a car rental, and unlike
Yeah, I
normal,
ain't staying no fucking night in a shitty spot in Mississauga.
yeah, and like
Yeah.
unlike normal people who vacation by going to like a resort or a hotel and staying at it for a week, I go to 7 different hotels in 7 days because I'm traveling around the country. That that's
Yes.
that's how I
Yeah,
fucking
you got a
roll.
set sketch.
Deal with it, right? Like, and these are like non-refundable hotels. So if I'm a day late, I'm a day behind on my trip. I'm either A, gonna miss stuff, and B, pay for stuff that I'm not gonna get to use, like car rentals and
Yeah.
hotels. So they said, yeah, there's no other choice. Like the Halifax one isn't happening. So I went onto my WestJet app and I saw that there were flights going to Edinburgh from Winnipeg that night where I was. So in like 2 hours, I could catch a flight to Edinburgh, Scotland, which it's not Glasgow, but it's like an hour train ride between the two cities. So I was like,
Oh, okay. So it's not
I'll
bad.
no. And I was going to go to Edinburgh the day after I got to Scotland anyway. So now I don't have to. I can do all my shit the day one, take the train
Yeah.
back, get my car rental, get my hotel that I've already paid for, and then bypass Edinburgh the next day, right? Not a big deal.
Yeah.
So I called WestJet and they happily switched our flights to Edinburgh. And
Good.
the people at the gate at Winnipeg printed my bag tags, went downstairs and tagged my bags. So my
Oh,
bags were coming to Edinburgh, not a problem. Everything was
okay.
fucking golden. And then the Winnipeg to Toronto flight was late.
Of
So
course.
I might miss my connection in Toronto. So it already started boarding when the plane landed. So we connected the skywalk thing that they plugged onto the side of the plane,
Yeah.
and the people behind us are going with us. Well, first of all, the people at the gate were pissed off that I was getting to Scotland on time, and they tried to do the same thing, but there were no seats left. So I grabbed the 2 seats available, and I felt really bad because I mean, we're not going to the same town we're supposed to go. Maybe they have set plans in that town. Anyway,
Yeah.
we're on the plane, we're trying to deboard, and there's this fucking big dude with a kid and luggage in front of me, and he's not letting me by. Like in the plane is fine. I don't ever expect to like scoot by
Yeah.
people in the plane, but once I get to
Yeah.
that
Yeah. I
opening, there's
agree.
enough room for
Yeah.
4 people. And he's got his arms stretched. His kid's on one wall. He's sort of in the middle. His luggage is on the other side, right? And I was like, "Excuse me, sir, but could you move? I got to catch a flight." He's like, "Hey, man, we're all going to the same place." I was like, we're not all going to the same place.
No, actually, we're not.
My
Yeah.
plane started boarding 35 minutes ago. I've got like literally 7 minutes to catch my flight. And he's like, we're all going to the same place. You're going to have to deal with it. And the people behind me were like, hey, man, could you move? Like, we're going to miss our flight. He's like, we're all going to the same place. He just blocked the whole, like, and walked fucking slow all the
What
way
the
up.
fuck?
Right? Just a piece of shit human being with his kid there. I was like, you're teaching your kid to be an asshole. Right.
Yeah, it's
And then
exactly what he's doing.
we get out of the skywalk. He starts to turn right. I look, I have to turn left. I go, hey, man, looks like we're not going to the same fucking place. You know, I'm going this way.
Yeah.
You're going that way. So I ran to catch my fucking plane, barely got on it, but my luggage didn't make it. So I lost my luggage anyway.
Shit.
It's all good. It arrived at Edinburgh like 2 days later, and I had to drive like 250K to go pick it up. But I got it. It was all there. Everything was fine. But that fucking guy pissed me off that we're all going to the same place. Like,
Oh,
really?
I'd have fucking been mad. That wouldn't. I don't know. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go physical. I'm just saying.
You can't do that at an airport, though, right? They will fucking lock that shit down,
I know. Fuck.
right? They will lock down any attitude at an airport, like instantly. So
Just surprised he was even being that fucking vocal about it. To be
even to
honest.
the people behind me are just like, hey man, hey, could you go a little bit quicker? Like we got to catch flights. We're already late. He's like, we're all going to the same place. Are we? Like if that's the case, you're late.
Why? Like,
So-
how is he so sure? Like, is he working at the fucking for the airport? Like, what is he? Like an air marshal? Like,
but if we're
is
all
he
going,
gonna like blow the place up? We're all going to hell. Like, I don't know what's he going with this.
if we're all going to the same place and our plane is late, should you not be going quicker to get to the fucking plane? You piece of shit. Such a piece of
Oh
shit.
my god.
And day one in Glasgow, I went grocery shopping because I was like, I eat out of my backpack. I don't always go out for dinner and stuff, right? So I'm gonna buy a bunch of, cucumbers, a loaf of bread, some juices, whatever. And I'm at this grocery store, which is called Tesco, which is
Yeah.
like
Okay.
Walmart of Europe or Walmart of
Okay.
the UK, maybe.
Yeah.
And I look over, and like when your little kid sits in your shopping cart, they sit facing you in that little seat at the
Yeah.
front, right? There was this like 90-year-old woman sitting in there, and I was looking, I was like, that how the fuck did she get in there? What the fuck? What the fuck is going on? I'm trying to like look without like staring, and the person I was traveling with just looks over and she goes, "Oh my god, that is so easy." And I was like, "Wouldn't it be easier just to take her to a fucking home? Like you can't lift a woman up. Like that's not easy. That's difficult." But then as I got closer to it, what I didn't see was that there isn't a kid's seat. There's no seat there up top. It's hollowed out for a seat to sit down below. So you can go shopping with your, yeah, it's like a big person seat. It's like an actual fucking chair there
Oh
instead
my
of the little tiny
god.
thing where your legs go through.
Amazing.
Right. So somebody was shopping with their grandma or their mom, and they're like in a child spot, but made for like a normal human, not a baby.
I don't know if I can handle my grandmother staring at me as I'm pushing her up and down the fucking aisles because she'd be like, "No, I didn't want that kind of coffee. You got me the wrong Nescafe. I wanted this. I don't like that. I don't. Did you see how fat that woman was? Did you? I can't even deal with it."
And it was kind of cool in Tesco. They have their automatic thing. So your shopping cart has a little digital like scanner on it, and everything you put in the shopping cart, it just tells you the price right where your hands are. So you know how much and it tallies it up. So you know when you've gone over budget.
You were shopping in 2050. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Really?
Welcome to Scotland, bitch. Yeah. Fucking amazing.
Unfucking believable. I love it.
Yeah. You know exactly. You don't get to the end and be, wow, I just dropped 140 fucking dollars. I expected to spend 60. Yeah.
Yeah,
you
right.
know,
Just that surprise at Walmart. You're like, oh snap.
Yeah.
Shouldn't hit that section so hard.
The surprise at Walmart is when you're using the self checkouts and it says, after you pay, it's like, how did we do today? Please enter, onto this online survey. It's like, how did we do? You want me to
do shit?
You want me to tell you how I found everything myself, and I put it in my shopping cart, and I scanned it, and I put it in my bag, and I put it.
I like how they're like, "Are you sure you didn't fucking steal?"
Yeah. So there you go.
Not too sure, Walmart. Not too sure.
Old lady seats and scanners in Tesco.
Love it.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
It became my favorite spot. I probably stopped at like 2 a day.
You're like, fuck McDonald's. Tesco time.
Well, I still did go to McDonald's. Unfortunately, it's the UK, so it's usually trash. Well, no, their fries are cooked in they don't have beef tallow on the fries, right? They're vegan friendly fries.
Oh.
So yeah, the fries don't have any flavor. Like you have to put a fuck ton of salt on them. They're not McDonald's fries as we know it. There's no beef tallow whatsoever.
Huh. Oh,
Yeah.
that's a shame.
But I had a paprika chicken burger.
That sounds good. And you got to shop at fucking Tesco where a shopping cart told you how much you were spending.
Yeah.
I love it. That's great.
Yeah, paprika on the bun on the outside, like it was powdered
Oh,
paprika on this like awesome like pretzel-y potatoy bun thing. And then it was a deep fried chicken breast with tomato sauce, which kind of pissed me off because I don't want to eat chicken with like a sweet tomato sauce. And
no.
it had slices of chorizo in the tomato sauce and it had like a field mix of lettuce. So like the white, the purple, the
Oh,
green.
yeah,
So
yeah,
the,
yeah,
the
yeah,
lettuce
yeah,
was
yeah.
awesome. The bun was awesome. The sausage was awesome. It was that sweet tomato sauce that just like ruined the sandwich for me. It was a Spanish promo. They had a quarter pounder, had all the same stuff on it that the chicken sandwich had without the spicy bun.
Oh, okay.
There was really nothing special. McDonald's,
Mm.
yeah, it disappointed me in the UK. I didn't really get any. I guess I had a Galaxy McFlurry, so Galaxy
Oh,
chocolate McFlurry. That was good.
ooh, that'd have been good. Yeah.
They also have like a green onion dip, so green onion sour cream dip for the fries. That's
Okay.
decent.
I would like the sounds of that. I like the sounds of that.
Yeah, but other than that, it was like super disappointing. My original plan, I was supposed to be in Slovenia and Italy and Austria and a whole
Mm.
like they have like pineapple, mango pineapple pies
Oh.
and ice cream. So they mash it all together in a fucking dish for you, right? I had an apple pie in Germany that they put in the blender with the milkshake and then put caramel sauce. So it was a caramel apple vanilla milkshake.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. They said, do you want to add an apple pie for 99 cents? I'm like, I
What
don't
will those fucking
I,
krauts thinking next?
I don't want an apple pie. They go, no, it's in the milkshake. I'm like, fuck yeah, I want an apple pie now. You
What
talked me
fucking
into
rights
it.
I wanted?
So that was awesome. They did Oreos in Mexico in February when I was there. So you can add an Oreo to any milkshake. So I added Oreos to my strawberry milkshake.
Yeah,
Fucking amazing.
that'd
Strawberry
be
Oreo
pretty fucking
milkshake.
good. I like the idea of the mango pineapple pie thing. I do
Yeah,
make a mango pie
I've got a
and I
boner.
use pineapple juice.
I
It's a little
shouldn't
known
have a
fact.
boner, but I have a boner. I shouldn't have one, but I have one.
This boner brought to you by the letters mango.
Oh no, it was brought to me by Dora.
Dora's
And
pie.
I stopped by I stopped by a Subway and I don't know if you can see this picture, but
Mm.
it's you can add 3 hash browns to your sub for £1.
Oh my god! Of course you can.
How great
They
would that
love
be?
their fucking potatoes.
And then they do a Doritos battered deep fried chicken, like
What?
nuggets. Yeah, I can't really see it, I guess.
Oh, I can see that. Oh
And they do
my
Doritos
god!
nachos with all their toppings from Subway, and they do a bowl of meatballs with tomato sauce, jalapenos, and cheese.
Oh, I would
Just
eat that. I would just eat that.
yeah, I just had no cheese on it, just like jalapenos and meatballs. Fuck yeah.
Fuck yes. Oh my god.
Yeah, so Subway was the winner. McDonald's was the loser.
Yeah, I can't believe between the two.
Right?
Who'd have fucking figured? I wouldn't
Yeah.
have figured that.
No, me neither.
No, that's fucked up.
So what's your kid up to? Is he living with you? Is he vacationing right now? Is he
He's living with me. He's working currently, right now, working.
like this
He's
moment, like right this second?
yeah, he's at work right now.
Oh, night shift.
He's working, yeah, 3 to 11.
Okay.
Sometimes he wants the overnight shift because he gets $1 more, and he's had some adventures already. He's working at a pretty upscale hotel downtown Halifax.
Yeah.
And man, this kid has had to go do some things because it's like it's so hoity-toity. Like if some of the guests walk past him, he
Yeah.
has to cross his hands in front of him and bow his butt and look down. Good afternoon, and look down. No
Wow.
eye contact, right? If he brings you fucking like an extra pillow, he brings it to you on a silver tray.
That's awesome.
Oh my god, he lives so the opposite way of his job, but he's I think he's just starting to learn to make friends. Like my kid's kind of talking about going back to Alberta,
Yeah.
which sucks. But he's at the age where what am I gonna fucking tell him? Well,
Yeah.
mommy wants you to stay. Okay, that just makes him move out faster. So I've just been asking him, important questions like, what are you gonna fucking do with yourself? And he's pretty cute. He's just was like, you remember when you were 19 and you fucking knew everything, didn't have bills to pay,
Yep.
you thought you were rich and on top of the world.
Yep.
Yeah, well, so he's there and he's really enjoying it. And he really thinks he's smart, and I'm, trying to not totally burst that fucking bubble. But so he's like, you know what, Mom? I think I might go back to Alberta to learn how to be more self-sufficient. I
Uh,
just started to fucking laugh. I was like, I ain't getting in your way here, bud. Why don't you
yeah,
do some fucking dishes? Like,
I
like
guess
I
it.
don't want to cook you supper every night. He seems to have this idea that it's like my life's fucking goal to be his mother for the rest of my fucking life. I'm like,
I
my
guess he'll
job's
learn
done.
really
My
quick.
job's done. Right? Just want to
So
fucking kill that thing.
he doesn't do his own dishes or cooking, but he wants to be more self-sufficient, so he's going to move away.
Yeah, to his dad's house.
Uh, that's the opposite of self-sufficiency.
Right? Oh my god, it's amazing. So it's a pretty funny situation. His dad's been like filling his head with some stuff, telling him he's gonna like, oh, I'm gonna pay for your
Wait,
school. I'm gonna do all this. I'm gonna
wait,
do all this. I'm like, your daddy hasn't had a job in 2 fucking years,
are
child.
you saying dads lie? Wait,
You mean dads tell the truth?
wait, are you telling me dads do things for their kids?
Well, this one seems to only do it out of spite, and he doesn't follow through. So he likes to say that he's doing things. So I don't know, maybe that's still pretty standard. I'm not really sure, but sure
Oh
wish
yeah,
he'd just go for a pack of smokes and not show back up. Fuck
it
me.
was milk, so it wasn't smoked. By the way, it
He's
was milk.
lactose. He likes Coca-Cola
Oh,
products. But so the kid's kind of looking at that kind of shit. So it's just like, go do what you want. I told him I need 6 months because he can't just fuck me over. I said, like, my God, I literally had just signed a new lease for another
yeah.
year in this 2 bedroom apartment. Like, rental rates are just crazy right now in Halifax.
And he's helping out with rent?
Yeah,
Like,
oh yeah, he's paying rent.
okay.
So, oh yeah, fuck. He isn't getting a complete free ride, but still, the kid's making hand over fist money. And it's just, he was
Has
so funny.
his
He's like, the cost of living's pretty high here in Halifax. And I was like, what the fuck do you know about cost of living? I said, I pay for everything you live.
yeah.
What are you talking about?
So I was thinking like with him having to like bow and the silver platter and stuff,
Right?
does he bring that attitude home, and is he a better kid, or does he just like snap back
No, he's
into
a he's a bigger piece of shit because then he's like, where's my silver tray, mother? What, isn't it your joy to not work an 8 hour day, fucking huffing pipe and pulling wrenches and then cook me supper because I'm hungry? Baby boy's hungry. Fuck, I want to choke that kid sometimes.
I
Oh
can't.
my, and he doesn't want to drive. He absolutely is refusing to drive. Wherever I live, I'll just catch the bus. I was like, you're really limiting yourself here, my son.
It's not an abnormal thing. Like I work with a lot of younger kids, and a lot of them or their friends just refuse to get a license. They refuse to save money to buy a car. They're just it doesn't interest them
Nothing. It doesn't
to
interest him at all. He can catch a bus or mommy will fucking go get him. So that was actually the first big thing I did when I moved here was I was like, fuck you. I'm no longer your private chauffeur.
yeah.
There's a public transit system. Have at her, my friend. Welcome to being self-sufficient. Oh my God. But it's just like everything's a struggle. It's like I live with the worst fucking roommate, but I love him a lot, so I can't kick him out. So it's like, if I'm doing all the chores, so I told him, I said, if I got to do all the chores, all the cooking, I'm the one getting the groceries. I said, your fucking rent's going up because you're going to be paying for a private cook and a maid, and they ain't cheap. And you
Yeah.
don't make that much fucking money. 60 and 60 an hour. I don't go that far, my boy. So he's about to learn the hard way. But
Sometimes you got to learn the hard way. There's so many lessons in my life that I'm a
mine
fucking
too.
idiot to do what I did, but
If you didn't, then how would you get there, right? So
yeah.
that's the kind of the way I'm looking at it too. So whatever he decides to do, and like I think the biggest thing about it is not socializing. Like, so him and I had a big chat where I was just like explaining to him like the things of the ways of the life. Like the only reason why you're talking to these people you're still talking to on Xbox Live is because you went to fucking school with them. You know what I mean? You haven't met people out in real life. I was like, you go to work, you have a job, you make friends. That's where as an adult, that's how you make friends. So he just actually finally went out last weekend and got shit faced with his
Nice.
coworkers. God, it was funny. He was using the wrong fucking leg to get into my truck, and just like totally shit planting on the way in and shit planting on the way out. Oh my god! And then as he's like scraping himself off, he's like, "Don't laugh at me." And I just couldn't. He's like, because he calls me. He's like, "Uber says I'm too drunk."
You're like, you could use that driver's license now.
You know how drunk you got to be not to be allowed in a fucking Uber? Well, my kid was that drunk because I watched him try to get into the fucking vehicle. It was pretty funny.
I once met a girl that was so drunk that pissed her pants that couldn't get into her cab. So it does happen. It's really weird you're talking about your kid like that, because the last time we chatted about your kid, he was pretty much telling his coworkers to fuck themselves when they wanted shift coverage, and you're like,
that's right.
It's like,
right,
you can't.
He thought he was being smart.
Yeah, you can't do that. Like, you want to be a team player. You want to make friends. You gotta have these guys' backs, and they'll have your back, right? If they need a shift covered, you fucking do it. If you're gonna be sitting at home playing Xbox, you go to work instead, because you can play Xbox before and after work. And then these people will be like, "Hey, you want to go out Friday night?" He's like, "Well, they don't invite me out because you're a piece of shit."
That's right. So he's starting to see it, right?
Yeah, he's going out. That's awesome.
Yeah, so it's getting there. So I don't think I'm gonna hear. And I like, ever since he kind of mentioned it, I honestly think, like, when he mentioned about moving, I've never heard him talk about it ever again. It's not been brought up, because I was just like, well, if you're going to do this, you should start saving money. You should make sure you have at least a couple of grand in your pocket before going there. Because I was like, what are you going to do for money? If you're moving back in your dad's place, like,
if he has to move back in with you, he's going to have to get over to you with his own money. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, he's got to get from Alberta to Halifax without your help.
Well, and that's what I kind of said too. And I'm like, what are you going to do with all your stuff? Because I said, I'm going to sell all this shit. He's like, what do you mean? I said, well, if you're not living with me, buddy, why am I going to keep a 2-bedroom apartment? What's the fucking point?
Yeah.
He's like, well, you're going to buy like a 2-bedroom house. So, well, yeah, I'm going to have a fucking craft room. I'm not going to pay for that in an apartment. You know, that's,
you have a sex
home
dungeon.
is different than an apartment.
Craft room, you know? Sex dungeon, craft room.
Oh yeah, sex dungeon. Fuck.
Like, obviously,
that's getting redug in under the basement so no one can hear the fucking screams.
Oh shit! I was thinking you just like revamp your kitchen a bit. Somebody comes over, like, "What's up with the sex swing above the island?" You're like,
"I don't." Two-way mirror in the floor of my kitchen.
Yeah.
So the people that are just fucking enslaved in the basement can just watch from underneath.
And yeah, you can take, like, you can do German style and shit on the glass, and they see it down below. God.
Oh my god! Right? Oh, where is the fist going today? German style. Right? I already have plans. Like, I plan on making the most epic fucking bathroom in my new house, which will be coming to me in spring. That is my goal, and I'm working so fucking hard towards it. Oh my god. Dude, I've just been like so dedicated. I don't know what the fuck happened to me, but it's good. The change is good.
That is good.
It is good. So yeah, so spring is gonna be my house, and because with all these prime rate fucking raises from the bank, people are losing their shit in their houses, so it's bringing prices down here, unfortunately. But good for me.
Yeah,
I know it's bad to kind of wish for the end of the world, but
no. I mean, I bought my house in 2008 when everything crashed. That's when I went and bought like the two vehicles, like the one for the restaurant and the one for myself. I bought the house because everything was on Kijiji, like fucking cheap. Like, people were selling brand new ATVs and brand new like Skidoos and shit for like $4,000, $3,000
just to get them, just to pay it out.
Yeah, they couldn't afford their 3-car garage, their 2 trucks, their cabins. Like, they just couldn't afford it. So everything was cheap. I bought all my shit back then just because.
So that's what I'm looking forward to. So spring is my house, and then it'll be start the construction of the bathroom. Ba-da-ba-ba.
Oh, I can't wait to see that bathroom.
Oh, dude. So in 4th year plumbing.
No.
In 4th year plumbing school, they teach us how to make a pool.
Okay.
So this bitch gonna have a private little, like, I don't want a soaker tub.
Yeah.
I need a little soaker pool. I need like area to spread my wings.
I need a water slide in my
right. I'm gonna have a waterfall feature. I know that.
Yeah.
You know what I've always wanted? It's just like the Hef is like the grotto. I want a fucking grotto in the basement with like reflective hot pool, hot tub. Fuck yeah. I don't know if I'll get there. Bathroom first, then maybe the grotto. I'll go from there. See what kind of land I get. We'll see. I always wanted to like dig into a hill, live into a side of a fucking hill. You know what I mean?
Oh, I don't know if have you ever been to Osuis or Penticton or Vassal Lake in that whole area? There's a house outside Oliver on the way through Vassal Lake that is built into the rock.
I
And
had a cousin who built one into the mountain in Kamloops. In fucking
really,
incredible.
that is,
Incredible.
yeah, it's awesome. I mean, would the rock be exposed inside the house
It
then?
was. The rock was exposed in certain areas. Yep.
Very
Where they could
cool.
get a proper overhang so they could create a good seal from rain. And then
Yeah.
there was like an atrium area too. It was you could see the rock in the bedroom. I just
Oh, that's
blew
awesome.
my fucking mind. Yep.
Yeah. You ever see that mirrored house in Switzerland?
No.
That the house is made on the outside of like all mirrors. So when you're
Oh.
looking at it, it blends into the mountainside,
Oh, I have seen that. And
right?
it's pretty angular. It's pretty square.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome looking.
Yes.
Like I just
That
feel
is
bad for the
so
animals
cool.
that are flying or running and just smack into your fucking
I
house,
just want to say the poor fucking birds. Like you
right?
never need to keep it clean, right? Oh, there ain't no sadder sound than the bird thunk into your fucking house, right?
There's
Fuck,
a
it's the absolute worst.
there's a house in the mountains in Switzerland. It's built into the side of the mountain. It's right here. Check it out. It's a hostel and a restaurant, and someone lives there. I don't know if you can see that.
Oh, is that in a tree?
That's a cliff. That's a tall mountain in
Oh,
the Alps.
holy fuck, that's crazy.
Yeah, so I mean you can hike to it, but there's also gondolas that take you halfway up. But yeah, it's a restaurant, a hostel, and their house. It's fucking
Did I
pretty
ever tell you
sweet.
my true dream of what I want to do?
You want to tell everybody? I mean, we only have a
Yes.
couple minutes left, but
There we go.
all
A
right, let's go.
tree house. I want a treehouse hotel.
Okay,
I want to make one
like the Ewok
with
village.
plumbing. With plumbing. Yes. Like a working Ewok village that looks like it was built by the elves in Lord of the Rings, you know?
So how many rooms? Like, 3 or 4 rooms, or like,
Yeah. Interconnected trees, you know, like fuck have a swingers party there for sure.
so
Let
it's
the
like
balconies line up.
those places in the Maldives over top of the water, but instead of being connected over the water, they're connected in trees
Yes.
and swinger parties.
Yeah.
I don't have a partner per se. So if I were to go to a swinger party, would it be okay if I showed up solo?
Absolutely.
Yes. Herpes for
I'd
everyone.
let you in. Don't worry, I'll write you a special pass.
Wait, I mean no herpes. Let's strike that from the record. No,
Oh
no
shit, it was a
herpes.
herpes only party. Oh shit.
Oh
Like the
fuck.
chicken pox, you just all get it at the same time.
God damn it. I've never gone to a herpes party. I'm missing out, I guess.
Really
Yeah, that
banging when you're in a tree.
that would be awesome to have like full plumbing up in the trees.
Yeah.
And like fire pits, but up in the trees. Like,
Ooh, I don't know about that. Maybe some gas fire tables, because hey, I know how to do that.
yes, you
And
do.
just keep it low profile flame just so you get the feeling of it.
Yeah.
Maybe roast a marshmallow. No bonfire in a tree. Kind of against the safety rules.
Whatever. Challenge accepted. I'm usually not one for people to tell me no when I listen. So you know what?
Right?
Wait, I'm a guest at this swinger party as a solo. I'm gonna follow the
Done.
rules. A, a solo showing up at a swinger party isn't a normal thing, so I'm gonna accept all the rules.
That's right. You'd be like, you just wear the fucking eyes wide shut mask.
Yeah,
That's all you wear.
done. God, that
Done.
was a terrible movie.
It was a horrible movie,
It was such a
right?
terrible movie. Oh my God, so terrible. I hated
Like
everything about it.
it was terrible, and it's about orgies. Like seriously, how bad does a movie need to be, where it makes the orgy look like shit?
Yeah, an orgy movie. I mean, Pornhub has them. They're about 2 minutes long, and they're fucking
Right.
awesome, right?
And production value way down, but I
Yeah,
appreciate the skill of the amateur.
yeah. Mm.
Terrible.
I really think that's it for what I brought my little list. I'm done my
Good.
list.
We did it. Yay. Look at us
Yeah.
go.
I,
I
I
gotta go
wanted
to
to.
bed soon too. How lame is that?
I feel bad when like 5 hours ago you're just like, yeah, I just got home. I'm like, I'm at work for like 2 more hours. Like I feel bad. I'm gonna be keeping you up late, and it won't even be like in the bedroom, and that's
Right, I
that's
know.
okay.
I'm in my living room. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
it's okay to go home at 6 a.m. if you're up all night. It's not okay to
Right?
talk about stupid shit and record it if you're up all night.
Love it. Right, if you're lucky.
Yeah.
Terrible. Well, fucking go get us an apartment in Bulgaria.
I'm doing it. And
Do it. I'll come out. I'd totally
yeah,
come out.
Would
I'm
you
like, oh, where are we living for 6 months? Perfect.
would you do a bed and breakfast?
I
Would you?
would. I would.
Yeah.
Give
Okay.
me 5 years so I can, or not even. I need
Well,
like
no, I
two.
need a little bit. I can buy the place because they're not that
Yeah.
expensive, right? Once I sell the shit in this room, but I mean, my youngest is home for another like 7 years, so you know, I got time,
Oh, I got time. I'll be ready by the time you're ready.
and your kid will be begging to come move home, right?
Fuck
Easily
yeah.
within the next year, right? After he spends 8 minutes with his daddy,
Oh, I got right. But
daddy.
you know how much it kills me not to tell him this?
Hmm.
It kills me inside, but I can't do it.
You just want to watch your kid fail and be
I have to
disappointed in his
because it's
father.
like the forbidden fruit. The second I like put any thought into it, he's just like, fuck her, I'm going. You know what I mean? I know how
Yeah.
this shit works. I was a fucking idiot teenager too.
I was a kid. I get it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I ain't trying to sell him no ideas. I'm just like, yep, do whatever you need, bro. That's it.
But you just have to like solidify and reiterate that I'm here for you if you need me. I'm here for you.
Yeah, that's
Not
pretty much it.
when you need me, because then he's like, well, he might be stubborn. I mean, I know you're probably pretty stubborn, right?
A little bit.
Yeah, I understand. I'm one of those stubborn fucks as well. But you don't want the kid to be stubborn and hate where he's living, knowing it could be better if he just like gave in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So that's why I don't want to sell nothing. Do you know what I mean? I ain't overselling it, over pushing it. He does what he wants, and if he knows he needs to come back, he can come back. But
Or you
he
just
already
tell him,
knows that if I get into another apartment and I don't buy a house before he comes back,
yeah,
he don't have a place to come back to.
yeah,
So I just was like, that's why I don't think I've ever heard of it again. Like, I think the kid's putting some thought into some shit. And because then
or
when I was asking him, because I was like, you ask your daddy where he's getting money from. I said, just ask a couple of questions. I said, it's not rude. It's not ignorant. You're
yeah,
asking questions. So I wonder if he's asked these questions and probably didn't get the answer he wanted to hear, you know,
yeah.
honestly. So we'll see. I don't know.
We will see. And I'm assuming by the time we talk next, it'll be way too early because he still probably hasn't moved back to Alberta.
No, so he's like, so 6 months. So it's like January ish.
All right.
But who the fuck's moving in winter? He ain't going to go anywhere till
Oh no,
spring if.
he doesn't know that. Let him do it. He doesn't know yet.
Yeah, right. I'm just gonna tell. He's allowed to do what he wants. I just told him, give me until the fucking, give me till 6 months,
Yeah.
because that gave me time to get my raise, and then doesn't matter. Like, and to be quite honest, like if he were to fucking move out, like trust me, my bills would be cut in half. Like that fucker is expensive to feed. Like what? My God, like I'd probably easily save $1,400 a fucking month. So either way, I just don't want him to know that.
Never give in.
Never surrender.
I guess that's probably a wrap on that one, right?
Looks like it. I don't know how much more there is to go.
All right. Peace
All
out,
right.
know-it-alls.
All right. Talk ya.